co-host Keandra, and we do have a segment called Stories to be Heard with our first guest, Miss Carren Collier.
Hi.
So Carren Collier, who are you today as a woman and as a business owner?
So she just said my full government name is Carren Collier. I am a 27-year-old entrepreneur and mother, soon to be mother of two. I own a balloon decor company called the Goonz here in Memphis, Tennessee, that offers balloon decor, balloon classes, just all things balloons, to be honest. So yeah, that's who I am. I am on Instagram at __Carren, Carren, and you can find the Balloon Goonz at the Balloon Goonz with a Z.
So I know that you have a business called the Balloon Goonz. How did you get into the business?
So I started off in photography, actually, which is so funny because that has nothing to do with my life right now, and I completely gave up on that. But from there, I decided to offer photo booths, and then as an addition to the photo booths, I was like, well, I think it would be cool if I offered balloon backdrops in addition to people being able to book the photo booth. So from there, it kind of just snowballed into me only having the photo booth business when the pandemic hit. And so yeah, that's where we are from photography to photo booth to balloons just by themselves.
Cool. And her business is called the Balloon Goonz.
With a Z.
Yes, ma'am. So have you always known that you wanted to own your own business?
Not always. Like as a child, I knew I wanted to do something that was fun, something that made people happy, something that was creative, and something that allowed me to help people, but I didn't really know the name to put on it. And I never thought that I would be full-time doing balloons. So no, I don't think that it was always something that I knew I wanted to do.
Yeah. So why balloons?
Balloons make people happy.
Yeah.
Balloons allow you to express your creativity. Balloons allow me to teach people things. Balloons allow me to meet incredible people. So it's just so many reasons. I love balloons. They make me really happy.
So did you ever, with you transitioning from photography to the photo booth and now to balloons, did you ever have imposter syndrome?
Oh my God. To this day, I feel like imposter syndrome is just always around, but I feel like it's positive self-talk, talking to yourself, and knowing that you deserve to take up the space that you are in, and proclaiming that you deserve to take up the space that you are in. And positive mindset is everything when it comes to trying to tackle imposter syndrome, because it's always been there for me.
Right. So I follow you on social media, and you are amazing with displaying everything on there. So how does it come with you creating your content?
So with me creating content, I've learned not to overthink it, because when you think about content creation, it's very staged. It's very mostly unoriginal, because now we're following trends and stuff like that. So for me, it's just trying to stay original and display as much of my real life as I can, while also trying to connect with my audience, because that's important, and build trust with my audience, because that's also important.
So when did you know that the 9 to 5 was no longer a part of your life?
Girl, I knew the 9 to 5 was no longer a part of my life when I was fired from my 9 to 5. So in October 29th, 2019, I was fired from my job. And it wasn't a bad fire. They just decided that I wasn't a fit for the position anymore based on a few mistakes that I had made. And from then, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just beat my feet with the photo booth and balloons and just give it my best. And I haven't, thankfully, I haven't gone back to a 9 to 5
Thank
since
God.
then. Well, I don't bash the 9 to 5. Like, some people love their job and are really good at their jobs, but child, I just knew it wasn't for me. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like deadlines. I don't like doing things that I'm not used to doing. And so it just wasn't for me.
It's not for me either. I don't like the micromanage stuff. So trust me, I get it. Like, this made me work.
Right. It's not that hard of a job, but at the same time, don't micromanage.
Yeah. So I know that you have a son, Taj, and you are expecting another. Damn. So how is it going with you balancing entrepreneurship and motherhood?
It's ongoing. Every day I'm trying to learn how to balance it better. Every day I'm trying to manage my schedule better, especially being pregnant and trying to do all that I can before I have the baby. So it's an ongoing thing, trying to learn how to balance my schedule. So
if you had to, what would be some advice that you would give a mother that is an entrepreneur?
Advice that I would give a mother that is an entrepreneur: put your baby in daycare. Because unless you just really want to be a stay-at-home mom. But for me, putting my son in daycare was a really good choice because it allowed me to have my schedule in the daytime, and it also allowed me to tackle as many things on my to-do list as I could, and be present in the evenings and on weekends with him when I was allowed to, instead of trying to do it all the time.
Right. So I know you just mentioned you put in Taj in daycare. Outside of that, has it been hard for you to ask for help with Taj or help with your business or anything with that such?
It gets easier. I feel like it gets easier as Taj has gotten older because he's a little bit more independent. So it's not so hard for me to ask people to watch him because he'll just go over there and maybe watch his tablet, or maybe they'll run a few errands with Taj and he'll behave himself and stuff like that because he's getting a little bit older. Whereas I am a little concerned and apprehensive with the baby now because babies are a lot of work.
Yeah.
So it'll be hard to, and it's 2 children.
Yeah.
Nobody want to watch 2 kids.
Girl, it's all right, but 1 and 1.
Yeah, split them up. I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah, so it gets easier asking for help.
So help with your businesses, has that always been easy? Because I have a hard time asking for help. Like, I've always been independent, so I don't really know how to ask for help when I've always done everything by myself.
Yeah, it still is hard asking for help for your business because I feel like nobody is as passionate about your business as you are. So I feel like, and I also feel like there's something that can't be taught. Yeah. Passion for your business. Right. So it is hard to ask for help with the business, but I feel like I have a good team and a good support system of people that love to help me. Yeah. So it gets a little bit easier asking for help on the business, but I get called bossy and stuff like that. So.
But it get done.
Yeah, it has to. I'm not bossy. I just know what you should be doing.
Yeah. So you kind of came in on my next question. So how did you know who to put on your team?
It just kind of was the people that were closest to me. My sister lives next door to me, so, and Tim, we live together, so it was just the people that are closest to me. It made the most sense.
So what is some advice that you can possibly give to the brown and black community as far as money and fear being 2 of the biggest obstacles on being an entrepreneur?
I would say, y'all might not know me, but I would say just listen to an entrepreneur when I say that every risk that I've taken when it comes to money or investing has paid off. And I would also say that scared money don't make no money. You have to put up some money to make some money. And even if you take an L, because I still take L's to this day, it's something that you can learn from, and it's experience under your belt. So there have been many things that I've invested, lots of dollars into. Girl, I used to do nails.
Baby, when I tell you, I know everything you used to do. It's been a long journey.
Yes, it's been a journey. So putting up money, it's just money. It'll come back, So don't be afraid to put that money forward and invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in your business, because it always pays off, whether it's seconds, minutes, or years down the line.
Let me go back to you saying you did get fired in August 2019. So when you left that job, did you already have money saved for you to start investing in yourself as far as the business?
No.
So what you do?
I really had to depend on the little money that I had saved up. Thankfully, that job told me that I should apply for unemployment. They were really nice, and they offered like a severance package. Gotcha. So they did that, and I kind of had to talk about it with my partner because we were living together back then. And he was supportive. Yeah. So thankfully, thankfully he was supportive of that. But I don't recommend just cold turkey quitting your job without a plan.
Well, honey, I done did it a few times. I don't lie to you, and I would not recommend it either.
Yeah, that just adds to the stress of also being an entrepreneur and trying to figure out the entrepreneurial thing, and then also trying to figure out personal life and finances and what you're gonna do. So, if you plan on quitting that job, make sure you have like a little bit of a plan before you just quit.
Yeah. So, is there anybody, whether it's blood or just a friend, that is actually inspiring to you?
Well, I gotta say my kids. I have to say my kids because it's just like he came with like a whole new level of passion and excitement, and I gotta do this. Yeah. So definitely my kids, and I want my kids to be proud of me. I want my kids to be able to say my mama did it.
Yeah.
So they definitely inspire me. Todd is a very, very happy person also, and that's very contagious.
Sure.
So I would definitely say that my kid inspires me, and also my partner, because it's important to have a partner that supports you and pushes you and also inspires you to be a good person, to do good business, to have good character and stuff like that. So I would definitely say people that are
Remember,
closest
y'all
to me.
work great together. I love y'all for sure.
Thank you.
So I struggle with staying consistent with my businesses, but you do an amazing job.
Thank you.
How do you do that? Like,
I feel like staying consistent has just become a part of my routine. Having a routine is everything and allows you to stay consistent, and also it goes back to like balance. I feel like I reward myself. I feel like, okay, well, if you get your to-do list done for today, you can go get a pedicure or something like that. So rewarding yourself and having a routine is really a really big part of staying consistent, and also knowing that your audience depends on you and is looking for you to be consistent is a little bit of a motivator also to be consistent.
so what was the big boom that just opened your eyes to your own life?
The big boom that opened my eyes to my own life was honestly very recently. We experienced a death in the family, and not to take it there or make it serious or anything, but death is just always an eye-opener. Because I had never lost anybody close to me or anything like that. So it definitely just made me realize we do not have forever here. And that you have to move on the things that move you. And that you also just have to make the most out of every single day that you're here. So that was the big moment that, you know, just kind of put everything into perspective.
You have to live for sure. I do understand that. I haven't had anyone pass close to me.
Thank God.
So,
It's
I
not
mean,
fun.
yeah, but I don't want to say this, but my family's getting older, so I just feel like it's coming closer and closer every day.
I feel like that's such a thing with people our age, like to be 27, like millennials are starting to have to deal with that anxiety of my folks are getting a little bit older, and it just adds to more stress of living in America. Yes. So that's definitely a big anxiety-inducing thing is to know that our loved ones are getting older.
Yeah, I do understand that. So where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years as a mother and as a business owner, whether that's still with the Balloon Goonz or something else?
As a mother, I see myself with maybe one more child.
Maybe 3, because I want 3 too.
I know.
I
So
want 3 boys.
You
You want a little girl last.
I want a girl.
Yeah.
I want a girl last. So maybe maybe one more kid, a
Yeah.
girl, and just having fun with my kids, being able to have more freedom since I am the owner of this business. And you know, as far as the business, I hope that it will keep expanding and also allow me to work smarter and not harder, so that I can enjoy my life more.
Last question, for real.
Okay.
So, how did you know who your audience was?
This is a good question. So on the Balloon Goonz, my audience on the Balloon Goonz is completely different from my audience on my personal page. Because I will go live on the Balloon Goonz. I will talk to them all day long, and on my personal page, I just be like, "Hey y'all," or something like that. So knowing who my audience was, I think was just looking through the people who follow me and seeing that most of them were balloon artists. And also you can look at your analytics on Instagram or kind of on any of your sites, and just it'll show you where they're located, it'll show you if they're men or women, it'll show you how old they are. So Instagram makes it really, really easy for you to identify your audience and kind of just cater to them as you go.
Gotcha. Well, I do appreciate you letting me interview you.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
It's Carren, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.